Skelesteve.
Alright. Let's start this thing up. Welcome to the Skelesteve channel. I'm your host, Skelesteve. Hi everybody. So today I got another fun moto vlog here for you. Well, I hope it's fun. It's gonna be fun for me, but I'm gonna do a list. And the list is 5 things I like about Michigan, living in the state of Michigan. So I'm not going to go in order or anything like that. It's going to be more just, you know, these are the 5 things I like about Michigan, that sort of thing. So I'm going to start with the first one. First thing I like about Michigan is scenery. It's a lot of beautiful scenery if you go north of me or west of me, which I live right by Detroit. So if you go north, I mean like way north, if you go up by the Thumb area, you might start seeing some nice areas, but a lot of it's farmland. You gotta kind of go like further north than that, near West Branch, I think, you'll start seeing beautiful land. Or even by Sterling or Standish, which is the Rifle River is at, you'll see some nice woodsy areas. I like it over there. West, you go out, west, there's farms over there too, but you'll see a lot of beautiful scenery out there. A lot of it's in the UP as well, or near Traverse City. Like I'm talking like, forestry areas, mountains like Porcupine Mountains. You got to go to the UP for that. Waterfalls. There's a lot of beautiful scenery. There's a lot of places to go hiking and camping, a lot of that sort of stuff. If you're into that thing, if you're a nature kind of person, then you'll like it. That's what I like. We plan on going to Traverse City in a couple weeks. Fortunately, I'm not going to take my bike, but yeah, we're gonna go out there. We're gonna be just right outside of Traverse City. I'm gonna go to the Sleeping Bear Dunes, Tunnel of Trees, and what else over there? Probably Torch Lake. See, there's a lot of beautiful scenery over there. It's gorgeous country. It really is. The next one I want to get at, number 2, is lakes. Like right there, a lot of fresh water in Michigan. If you're a boat person, I like boating. I like getting in the water, but it's not like my number one thing to do. I mentioned before, I'm okay living in desolate land as long as it's beautiful. As long as it's beautiful, I'm okay with it. And that's just me. But I like, if I ever got a chance, someone's got a boat, I'll go on it. I'm not the best swimmer either. I sink more than I swim. As Andre the Giant said in Princess Bride, I can only do dog paddle. And I mentioned it to somebody else too. I'm like the Bruce Willis's character from Unbreakable, the Glass and Split series. Strong as hell. I feel like I'm untouchable, invincible. Actually, I'm not, but I feel like it sometimes. But the one thing that'll give me is water. And it's funny, my buddy points out, he goes, he died by drowning in the puddle at the end of the Glass movie, I think it was. And sorry for spoiler alerts if I spoil that for anybody. But yeah. Off topic, yeah, I'm not a water guy. I like going on it. Like right now, I would not go on. That's too choppy for me. But yeah, I like the water, And if you come to Michigan, you'll see a lot of water. Shit, we got the Great Lakes over here, and then not just Great Lakes. There's little lakes like that. Certain areas are just full of lakes, like right out here, Novi. You go to West Bloomfield, White Lake, Commerce, Walled Lake, Wolverine, those areas, Kego Harbor, it's just full of lakes, little lakes. People have their houses on it. It's chock full. They call it the lakes area for a reason. And you'll find it throughout Michigan. You go through certain little towns, you'll find a lake there. And, I definitely enjoy the lakes. I like looking at it. Sometimes I'll go on it. I do like kayaking. My girlfriend loves kayaking more than I do. So if you're a lakey person, you like to be out in the water, this is the state for you. Alright, on to the next one. The next thing I like about Michigan is I would say fall time and weather. Now the weather can be a little screwy sometimes, just for the fact that you get fall springs and winter hits you. Like when it hits spring, spring's nice. It's nice for a little bit, but it also can rain. But I do like the feeling when spring first arrives. It's one of my favorite feelings, you know. But then I follow up with with allergies, so then it turns into disaster real quick for me. But yeah, I like the first feel of spring. I like summer, but then sometimes it gets too hot for summer, like really hot. I know I don't live down in the south. I know all you southern people, you're like, you don't know what hot weather is. I know muggy weather, and it's pretty muggy up here. But it's like the same thing when they complain when it's too cold and it's like 50 degrees. I'm like, that's not cold. But yeah, the fall time is beautiful. Watching the trees, the leaves change color on the trees, you know. I don't want to sound like a basic white bitch, but I do love fall. I do like near Halloween. I like Thanksgiving. I like when it gets that time of year. I like the colder nights, even though I know it's coming close to the end of riding season, which is depressing. But what can you do? So there's that. Like I mentioned, weather-wise, fall, a little bit of spring and summer. Screw winter. Winter can go die. All right. Next one I got is cost of living. Because cost of living's not bad here. It's in like the okay range. Like it's not dirt cheap to live here. We do have decent taxes. It could be worse, but it could be better. It's like in the middle, which I'm okay with. I mean, like there's some states that like have like great, you know, there's hardly any taxes. Like you go to Texas and Florida, some states have great cost of living, you know. Then there's states like California and New York that are horrible, Hawaii, and you know, thankfully here you don't get that. You don't get like a horrible tax rate unless you live like in certain cities like Ann Arbor, I think, Royal Oak, Birmingham, which is, you know, higher end towns, Rochester, you know, anything in North Oakland County is expensive. Where like the groceries and all that's pretty decent, but like up there gas can be expensive, rent, you know, property. That's because it's in the better area, but that comes with any place you go to. So yeah, it's in Detroit, for the city of Detroit, I know it's not that bad compared to other towns. A lot of it has desolate, horrible areas, and then there's good areas too, which is spreading out and it's getting fixed up. But yeah, cost of living still to that city compared to other cities is a lot better. I'll tell you right now. It used to be better like 5-10 years ago when it was just downtown was the only decent area, but you know, with a lot of renovations and cost of living overall everywhere is going up. Just the times we're in right now, you know, inflation's coming and all that other fun jazz in the housing market. But other than that, you know, it's still pretty decent here. I'm not complaining. I always said it can be worse. And the final thing, so that's number 4, I believe, and the final one I'm going to go with, and this is for you beer connoisseurs and your foodies, is the bars and restaurants, the breweries, the taverns, whatever you want to call them. We got a lot here. You know, Michigan's becoming more and more of a beer state, and it's pretty good. I like a lot of the breweries around here. There's a lot of craft beers around here. You know, there's just a crap ton of them. You can compare us to like Oregon. Like we're number 1, number 2. Like I've mentioned it before. Oregon and Michigan have, you know, a lot of breweries, a lot of pubs, a lot of places you can go to get like that crafty beer. A lot of the hipsters love so much, which I like too. And a lot of people do, and it's great. It makes money for the state, the city, wherever you live in. It's good to have those bars and restaurants. A lot of good food, you know, a lot of good bar food. So if you're a foodie, I would recommend coming to Michigan. You know, some places have great burgers. I can't think of these places off the top of my head because I suck. But yeah, like I said, just a lot of breweries here. If you ever have the chance to drive in through Michigan, you know, stop at one of those like little microbreweries. You know, there's plenty of. I can actually think of some right now. The one's called the Jolly Pumpkin, Atwater. I went to Hopcat, which has great food. Yeah, a lot of those places are great breweries. You know, I recommend them. And there's another one too, Royal Oak Brewing Company, River Royal Oak. That's pretty good too, I heard. There's I can't name them off because there's so many of them. There's a lot here. It's popping up everywhere, all over, you know, the United States. There's a lot of microbreweries that are popping up. It's just a popular thing now. So yeah, and you know, with the food too, it's not just the breweries you go to. There's a lot of mixed cultures here. You know, if you're like in the mood for a good Indian place, you can go, you know, Japanese, Vietnamese, a lot of it here. Middle Eastern, if you're into Middle Eastern food, you can go to Dearborn, Sterling Heights. There's a lot of good, tasty Middle Eastern food. So that's where I wrap up, and of course, next week's video is going to be the 5 things I hate about Michigan. Because I don't love Michigan, I like it. It's kind of got a place in my heart, but I don't like absolutely love it. But there's things I really hate about Michigan, and I can go on. I feel like I'm a downer on it because I can just talk crap about Michigan so much. I can just rag on it so bad, and it rightfully deserves it a lot. It does deserve it a lot. So that's where I'm going to leave off with that. Alright, you know, guys, it was fun. Make sure you like this video, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to ring that Guardian bell. You know, you want to get notified when Skelesteve releases videos, and all those things do beat the crap out of those pesky YouTube algorithm. Still doesn't work for me, so those YouTube algorithm gremlins are just chomping away, but I'm working slowly. I'm trying to get better. A lot of things I need to work on, a lot of improvements, and I'm slowly working. This is all for fun. It's all for fun. You know, I'm going slow, you know, slow and steady. That's why I want it. All right, you guys take care. Skelesteve out.